Hi, welcome. This is a demo for the tool Concat, and this demo is being presented as part of the CSC 510 software engineering course at NC State. The uh, tool which we are going to look at right now is called Concat. Concat is basically a software analysis tool which is used to perform high quality software analysis on big code basis. Software analysis is really important in order to maintain a high standard of the code. When we mean software analysis, there are different aspects to it. Concat specifically concentrates on aspects like architecture, conformance, clone detection, and other stuff. So the main feature which we're going to look at today is architecture conformance. Architecture conformance means that when we design an architecture for a system and when we implement the system, we need to check if the system is according to our architecture or not. This can be done using Concat even for very large systems. Right now we're looking at a VM in which the tool has already been installed. The requirements for the tool, the prerequisites for the tool is just JDK 1.8, which has already been installed on the VM. So once you install and deploy this VM, Concat is visible on the desktop itself in the Concat folder where it is given as an Eclipse executable. In order to let's get started and just run Eclipse the executable. So Eclipse is getting loaded right now. So the way Concat is provided to us is that it is provided as a plugin, and all the required features are already included in it. So you can go ahead and select any workspace which you want. For now, let us just select desktop so that it would be easier. So let's just go ahead and make that as a default. So as you can see, the tool is being loaded currently into Eclipse. So we can see that the Concat plugin has already been installed in this Eclipse installation. Now in order to look at an example of architecture conformance, let us go ahead and import some of the examples which are already given with Concat. So we can do this by selecting file, new example, and we can select the Concat examples project, and you can use this or you can change the name of this project. So this project is currently imported into our workspace. So there are quite a different number of examples and configurations given here. The one which we're interested in looking at right now is architecture conformance. So in order to run the architecture conformance, let us go ahead and look at the JUnit architecture conformance. The JUnit architecture has already been given in this system, and so the model for that has already been given in the CQR, and it is currently building in Concat. So once that is built, we can run the configuration and check the implementation versus the architecture which has been specified and see if it conforms to that. So once we are through this, we can press on the launch Concat analysis, which launches analysis for this configuration file, and we can also see the execution here as well. So right now the output is being shown in the console and the model is being built. So these are the different bars wherein we can see the console, and so we can see that the output has been done, and this is the execution progress for this tool where it's taking some time to get loaded. So now we can see that this has finished. So in order to look at the result, we can go to the junit.architecture file. So the result is presented in two different formats. One is an assessment.xml file which we can see, and the other is a static file, the HTML file which we can open in the web browser. Now in order to look at that here, we can press on the mode and select the file which we have in our workspace. So this is present in output architecture analysis JUnit and the dependencies.xml. So now as we can see, the filters have been applied, and we can see that these arrows indicate that there is the dependency between these two components is right, and this indicates that there shouldn't be a dependency between these two. So in this way we can see that the architecture conforms for most of the part, but for this one part there is an error. This is one way to look at the architecture conformance. The other way to look at it would be to go to the HTML file which is present in architecture analysis JUnit and index.html. So this opens up an HTML page in the web browser. So these are different where we can see the violations where this is present, and these are which conform properly. So this, in this way we can look at what is right in the architecture, wherein we can see that these components should be there, and what is wrong in the architecture. This is one of the main advantages of the Concat tool. So there are quite a few other examples present in the website which which the user can look up, but this is to just to give a basic understanding of how to run an analysis, architecture analysis. And other than that, there are some other examples such as NUnit as well. So this is the work needed in order to run this tool from the VM. Thank you.